Hello and welcome. This presentation introduces the concept of gender equity, the inclusion of persons with disabilities, and forcibly displaced young people. We will begin by discussing the importance of gender equity, followed by an overview of disability inclusion and displaced young people. We will then cover the guiding principles for inclusion and conclude with an understanding of gender analysis. Let's begin with why it is important to apply gender equity. Gender equality is a fundamental human right, and everyone has the right to realize their full potential. Going Beyond upholds the principle of nothing about us without us. Investing in young women creates positive ripple effects for households and communities, and interventions that address gender norms and agency have a greater impact. That's why advancing gender equality is essential to addressing key challenges such as poverty, the climate crisis, and conflict. Across all Going Beyond countries, women and girls face systemic barriers to their digital and economic inclusion. These include harmful social and cultural norms that limit the roles and responsibilities of young women, restrict their confidence, and limit family and community support. Barriers also include poverty and restricted access to financial and digital resources, with also the lack of representation of women in leadership and decision-making, and in growth sectors and leadership roles, especially in STEM sectors. Additional barriers may include the lack of safety, increased gender-based violence, and stigma against young women's economic and digital inclusion, and the demonstration of their leadership and agency. Going Beyond targets the inclusion of 70% young women in its programs, aligning with Sustainable Development Goal 5, which seeks to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. This goal recognizes that gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, but also a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Alarmingly, the world remains off track to achieve SDG 5 by 2030 due to discriminatory laws and persistent structural barriers. Furthermore, it is estimated that the 74% of the SDG targets cannot be achieved without ensuring gender equality.